Seth and Evan, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our lovely Brickline studio.
Thank you for having us.
It's beautiful.
Great. Now we're going to talk about your movie, This Is the End. I saw it 2 nights ago, but I'd imagine most people watching this won't have seen it.
I hope, yeah.
In a sentence or two, if you were going to, give us the elevator pitch. What's it all about?
It's about a bunch of actors who play themselves in the movie, and they're getting together at James Franco's house for a housewarming party, and then the apocalypse happens, and most of the people die, and the ones who don't kind of band together and try to survive together.
Now, you've got some amazing cameos in there. You've got Rihanna, you've got Backstreet Boys, you've got Emma Watson in a very memorable cameo. Michael Cera, of course, who people will possibly never look at the same way again.
I hope not.
Yeah.
They should see him for what he is.
Well, actually, that's a question I was going to come to later, but I'll come to it now. There will be people who see that who think, this is what these people are really like.
And they're not wholly wrong.
Yeah, some people are like that.
Michael Cera is a terrible sexual deviant.
He is.
And a big coke thing.
He's a dark
He does
human
a lot
being.
of drugs.
Yeah.
We did it as an intervention, the movie.
Is that kind of like a send-up of what you think the general public's perception of the Hollywood party lifestyle is? Or is it accurate?
I've never been to a party like that, honestly, where so many people are doing drugs. And actually, no, I have. Yeah. It is at times accurate.
Sometimes, mostly not.
Mostly not.
95% of the time, parties in Hollywood are just like parties in most other places. But sometimes you go to a party and it is crazy.
But of course, because you're playing, I think the accepted term is fictionalized versions of yourself.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But it's all, you're all using your real names and so on.
Yeah.
Were you concerned at all that you were going to just invite more kind of criticism of that kind of lifestyle and that kind of environment?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of like...
You're inherently taking the piss out of it. So like, if someone comes at you for that, it's just, this is a comedy.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're mocking.
And I mean, it's like satire. Yeah. I mean, I think anytime you're being, you're doing satire, you obviously run the risk of people taking it at face value. But you hope people take the time to try to realize what it is we're actually doing. Yeah. But if you don't, then you're probably stupid, and it's okay.
You can't cater to everyone.
Yeah, you can't. You can't fix stupid.
No, you shouldn't try.
No.
Last thing on the cameos, Emma Watson. It was a real kind of a bit of a thrill, actually, like a kind of almost a guilty thrill to see her swearing like a trooper like that. Was it the same way for you guys on set?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's inevitable that she was going to do something like this one day.
Yeah.
But I can't believe it was this.
Yeah, exactly. It's shocking that this is what she chose for it to be.
Ditching the kind of Harry Potter thing, isn't it, once and for all? That's probably what her motivation was, I guess.
Yeah, and I think she comes across really funny in the movie. I don't know if that was her goal, but if it was, then it might have worked. And if it was her goal to just be in a few scenes of a funny movie, then I hope that worked as well. But it was super awesome of her to do it, and she was funny.
The final thing from me, obviously we've discussed like the kind of some of the jokey set pieces and the kind of apocalyptic theme, but the kind of human interest thing really is between the Seth and Jay characters.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's a childhood friend of yours, and you've kind of since moved into this Hollywood circle, and there's a kind of tension there that he doesn't feel comfortable in it. He feels that maybe you've changed or your relationship has changed. How much is that based on your own experience of, presumably you still have friends from school?
Yeah, tons.
It's based directly on Jay.
Yeah, it's largely based on Jay, honestly. Like, and circumstantially kind of based on our relationship, but not so much emotionally. It's actually kind of based on the experience of almost every Canadian I know who's moved to LA, which is like a dozen of them. So when I first came, I had a hard time making friends, and I would always go to my old friends and be like, oh, these LA people are sellouts, it's terrible. But a lot of it is kind of your own projected, notions of what you're afraid of becoming, and you kind of grow a resentment towards what you are becoming because you are engaging in it. I think the fact that we're so aware of it is the reason that it's not an issue for us. And like I think we wouldn't be able to write about it if we were, if we had fallen into that behavior in a major way.
Or we're so in it that we don't even know we're in it.
Exactly.
That's the real worry.
That could be what's happening.
Particularly if you apply that to the rape scene.
Neither of us eat gluten, though.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
I mean, you just can't anymore. You just can't.
It'll kill you.
Great. On that note, Seth and Evan, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.